My son would help people within the area and within the neighborhood, and a lot of times never talked about it. Mother that needed their lights paid because they didn't have, he gave her the money to pay the electric bill.
You know, he was that type of kid that was always reaching out to make life better for people.
We used to say, "What are you doing all these things for?" And he said, "That's what you taught us to do." On October 6, 2007, we were coming in from a funeral, and he was going out to the park. And he always had a way of saying, he would call me lady. "Hey, lady. See you later."
About a half an hour later, we had to knock on the door. And at first, when we came to the door, I didn't see anyone. You know, it was like they were afraid to even tell us what happened.
All they could say was, "Kenny, Kenny." And they couldn't get the rest out their mouth. So what happens? He said, "Kenny shot."
I didn't even think. You know, I ran down the block. I spoke to a police officer. I said, what happened? He said, "You the father?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, he's been shot in the head." So I said to him, "How bad is it?" And he shook his head like, you know.
There was a videotape that actually showed the shooting, showed the guy coming into the store, showed him at the counter, and you can see he's looking out the door because my son and the two other guys are out there. He's looking out the door.
I mean, this was a grown man, 40-year-old, you know, veteran. And he was having a fight with the kids, and my son tried to break it up, and he ended up paying with his life.
He tried to stop him because he didn't want him shooting up. There was kids around. So he went to grab for the gun. And the guy grabbed him and held him by his head and shot him. The guy literally blew his brains out. That's how close he was. The police got the guy, but they did not charge him with murder. They charged him with illegal gun possession, but not the murder of our son. I don't know if they saw it as a black-on-black crime. Oh, this is another guy that got killed, but they never allowed us to go before the grand jury and hear anything we had to say.
He's greatly missed. He's greatly missed. He had a spirit that was unbelievable, you know, yeah.
He was God's son before he was mine. And the fact that he allowed us to be with him 24 years, we are grateful. Some mothers don't even know where their children are. But at least I know where mine is.